So algebra, we're going to recap expanding brackets today. So hit pause, copy the heading, lesson objective and keywords now. When you're ready, hit play and we'll move into the starter. Okay, so here's our starter for today. Hit pause, attempt all 4 questions. When you're ready, hit play and we'll go over them. Okay, question 1. Find 2/5 of 35. So 2 ways of doing it. Of means times. So we can either divide by the denominator, 35 divided by 5, which gives us 7, and then multiply by the numerator. So we got 14. Or we could simplify first. 5 goes into 5 once and into 35 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Okay, either method gives us £14 as the answer. Don't forget the units. And here as well. Question 2, 14 out of 50 as a percentage. Percentage means out of 100. So we've got to go get to 100, multiply 50 by 2. So we've got to do the same thing to the numerator. And that gives us 28 out of 100, so 28%. Question 3, which is the best value for money? 500ml bottle of shampoo for £1.20 or a 600ml bottle of shampoo for £1.50? Well, the only way we can compare them is if we have the same quantities. So make the same. Make them the same. Okay, this is if we're going to compare, we've got to compare like with like. So what I'm going to compare is a 100ml bottle. To get 100ml, I divide 500 by 5, so I've got to divide £1.20 by 5. 5 doesn't go into 1, so I carry the 1, don't forget the decimal. Into 12 it goes 2 times remainder 2, and into 20 4 times, so that's 24 pence. And 600ml, to get 100, so I can compare, I've got to divide by 6. So £1.50 divided by 6, doesn't go into 1, carry the 1, don't forget the decimal, into 15, 2 times remainder 3, and into 35 times, so that's 25p. So the 500ml bottle is better value. Don't forget to write that down. Okay, always conclude. That's 1 mark just for stating that's the better value. Don't just leave the answers. And question 4 on this page. Needs to be in Stockport for a 12:30 meeting. What time should you catch the train from Liverpool? Well, there's Liverpool. And there's Stockport. You need to be there for a 12:30 meeting. So if we run along here, that's 1:55, you'll be late. 11:55, that'll give you 35 minutes. So we're going to go with this one. And got to leave Liverpool then at 10:52. Okay, I've got the 3 more questions, I believe. Let's have a look. There we go. So hit pause, attempt all 3. Once you're done, hit play again and we'll go over them. Okay, so question number 5. What's the multiplier for a 10% decrease? So the price is going to come, the value is going to come down by 10%. So we start at 100. We subtract 10, that gives us 90%. As a decimal, that's 0.9. So there's our multiplier is 0.9. Use a conversion to estimate 100 gallons in litres. So my graph only goes up to where it's less than 18 gallons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for 10. 10 is here, and I draw a line. Fortunately, I don't have a ruler on this, but my line would follow that there. It's just beyond 45. So it hits about there. Let's call that 46. So 10 gallons gives me 46 litres. So 100, give me, multiply that by 10, 460. And question number 7. A 3D shape has one square face and 4 triangular faces. Name the shape. So it's got a square base. Square-based pyramid. Okay. Good. So hit pause, and I want you to rag your work. Once you've done that, hit play, and we'll look at expanding brackets. Okay, so as a recap with expanding brackets, it helps us simplify algebraic expressions. In this case, 5 outside the brackets means 5 times each term inside the brackets. You can write it like that, 5 times 2x plus 3, but in algebra we always write it like that. We don't need the extra multiplication in the middle. And to expand, I do 5 times 2x, which gives me 10x, and 5 times 3, which gives me 15. Okay, so it'll be 10x plus 15. Let's have a look at these two examples then. Example 1, I've got 3 times x plus 5. So first I multiply the 3 times x, that's going to be equal to 3x. And then I multiply the 3 by the 5, which is going to give me 15, so plus 15. With this one, I've got a negative here, so I've got to be careful. I've got 4 times 3x, which will give me 12x. And then I do 4 times minus 2. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. Okay. So what I want you to do now is hit pause, copy the two examples, just the two examples from here in the red box. Don't bother with what's gone before. That's all you need. Once you've done that, hit play, and I've got a couple of questions for you to attempt. Okay, so we've got 6 questions. Hit pause, attempt all 6. When you're ready, we'll go through the solutions then. So with these questions, I hope you've been showing the arrows. So we've got 3, oops, don't want to look at the answers just yet. And the first one is 3 brackets x plus 8. So with the arrows, 3 times x gives me 3x. And then 3 times 8 gives me 24, plus 24. So on A, you've got 3x plus 24. B, you should have 7x plus 14. C, should have 10x minus 4. D, 16x minus 24. E, so quite simple, 7y plus 7. And on F, we've got a negative again. So we have 27k minus 72. So I want you to rate your work. And I'm hoping we got all 6 right. And what we do is we move on to a slightly tougher challenge then. Okay, so we're going to look at some slightly more challenging expanding brackets. Things for you to remember. If you have 2AR, what it means is 2 times the A times the R. So that's what we write. Here we go. If you have AB times CD, you get ABCD. So we remove the multiplication symbol. Here, 2x times 3x means we multiply the numbers first. 2 times 3 gives me 6. Then we multiply the letters. X times x gives me x squared. On this one, well, there's no number. It means there's a 1 there. So 1 times 2 is 2. And then we've just got the x on its own there. And then we've got a y multiplied by another y, which gives us y squared. Things to remember, x times x times x is x cubed. If we have x times x squared, that's also x cubed. Remember, we're adding the indices. So if you just got an x on its own, remember, that means it's to the power of 1. 1 plus 2 gives you 3. Here, 2 times 3 gives you 6. And if x squared times x, remember there's a 1 there, secret 1. 2 plus 1 gives you 3. Here we've got x's and y's. So we try and do our notation alphabetically. So we do x in the first instance. So x times x, 1 plus 1, x squared. Y squared times y, so it's 2 plus 1 gives me 3. Questions we got to do. Let's have a look at these 4 examples. This first one here, we've got to expand. So everything outside the brackets multiplies everything inside the brackets. X times x gives me x squared. And we've got x times 9. And remember we put a number first, so that's 9x. Sorry, plus 9x. Here, we've got 2x times 3x. Numbers first, 2 times 3 is 6. X multiplied by x is x squared. Then we've got 2x times p, so that's going to be minus, because we've got minus p there, and it's 2 times 1, so it's 2, and x times p, I'm going to leave it as xp. Okay, if you have px, that's fine. Either way around is still correct. In this one here, I've got 4a times 2ax. So I do my 4 times 2 first, which gives me 8. A times a, so that's a squared, and I've just got the x on its own there. And then it's 4a times minus 1, don't forget the minus, so it's going to be minus 4a. Anything times 1 is just itself. And on this last one, I've got x times everything in the brackets. So remember there's a 1 there really. 1 times 2 is 2. X times x squared is x cubed. Remember that? We had that up there. Then we've got x, and we've got a y on its own when we multiply. So there's a y there. Minus x times m, xm, or mx. Okay, so there's 4 examples. I want you to copy them down. Don't forget to copy the arrows as well. Once you've done that, I've got a couple of questions for you to attempt. So hit pause, copy the examples, just the examples. If you need these 2 squares, that's fine, take them down. And we know our multiplication, positive and negative. Okay, hit pause, copy that down. When you're ready, hit play again. Okay, as before, 6 questions. Hit pause, have a go. Once you've done, hit play and we'll go over the solutions. Okay. First one, x times x gives me x squared. And then x times 8. Let me just put arrows on the first one there. Oops. X times x gives you x squared, and x times 8 gives you 8x. Okay. B, you should have x cubed minus 4x. For C, you should have 6ax minus 4a. For D, you've got 10a squared b squared plus 5ab. E, we got p cubed q minus 4pq. And for F, we got 2a cubed x cubed minus 2a squared x squared. As before, let's rag rate it. Once you're done, I've got some questions for you to attempt. Okay, so these are the questions. So I want you to write classwork, have a go at these questions. I'm also going to include them in the assignment. Good luck.